Hi, my name's Mateo Chavez Lewis. I'm a Broadway Maven co-host, and today I have a video for you about reprises. What is a reprise? Well, it's basically, in its most basic form, it's when a song happens a second time in the same show. For example, Funny Girl, Don't Rain on My Parade happens at the end of Act 1, but then Don't Rain on My Parade happens again in like a different version at the end of Act 2. That's the most basic form of what a reprise is. However, the best reprises actually put a different spin on the song, and so here I'm gonna look at a few of my favorite reprises. The first one is the example I just mentioned, Don't Rain on My Parade. The reprise of Don't Rain on My Parade comes at the very end of the show, and it's the last thing we hear Fanny Brice sing. The first time she sang Don't Rain on My Parade, she was singing it about making the decision to go chase down her man, Nick Arnstein. But then at the end of the show, she sings Don't Rain on My Parade reprise, which she sings about the fact that she doesn't need her man and that she's confident in who she is. And so it takes the same music, but puts it in a different light, in a more like feminist light. So let's listen to that.
Hey, Mr. Arnstein, here I am. I'm much my bed now. I will be my drum. And if I'm bed now, your turn at bat, sir. At least I didn't fake it, sir. I guess I didn't fake it. Get ready for me, love, 'cause I'm a comer. I simply gotta march my heart to drum and nobody, no, nobody is gonna rain on Tell me not to live just in fun. Life's candy, the sun's a ball of fun. Don't bring around the cloud to rain on my parade. I'm gonna live and live now. Get what I want, I know how. All that the law will allow. Hey, gorgeous, here we go again. Well, here it goes in, no looking back. Skip up a nosebleed. Let's give 'em hell, Bryce. Cry a little later, hell, Bryce. That's like the theater. Get ready for me, world, 'cause I'm a comer. I simply gotta march my heart to drum and nobody, no, nobody is gonna rain on my
Okay, this next reprise is from A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Forum, with music and lyrics, obviously, by the great Stephen Sondheim. And this song, it starts off with Philia, the love interest, singing about how lovely she is. But then the reprise of the song, the lovely reprise in Act 2, is when Hysterium, one of the male characters, dresses up as a woman and very much likes how he looks in the dress. Let's listen.
Absolutely lovely. Would believe the loveliness of you. Winsome, sweet and warm and winsome, radiant as in some dream come true. Now, this would seem tame. Heaven and 1,000 ships would have to care for the old man's grave. Flowers! What? I should have flowers.
Now, before we wrap up, I just want to give one example of what I think a reprise is not. Oftentimes you'll get a character singing a song, and then a little scene will happen, and then the character goes back to singing the same song. And sometimes this is called a reprise, like on the cast recording, for example, it'll say this song reprise, but I don't think that it technically fulfills the criteria of a reprise because it's not the same song coming back much later in the show. It's kind of an extension of the same song right after it. So it can almost be thought of a part 2 of the original song. So an example of that is Ireland from Legally Blonde. I don't think this song is complete without the reprise that is actually just part 2 of the song. Paulette sings part 1, it ends really kind of quietly and slowly, and then we have a bit of a scene, and then Paulette brings down the house with this big key change and a high note. And I think that feels more like part 2 of the original song than a reprise, because first of all, it comes right after, and second of all, there's nothing in between, and third of all, the original part 1 of the song doesn't have a strong ending, and then the reprise, or part 2 of the song, has a strong ending. So even though this is called a reprise, it doesn't really serve the dramatic purpose that a reprise usually serves.
You look like that poster for Ireland. Long blonde hair and that sweet sunny face. Oh no, wait, that's the poster for Sweden. Oh, screw it, I'll never see either place. But a girl sweet as you has a future. You have hope. As each new day dawns, girls like you always get to see Ireland. Give my love to the The Irish fear nothing and no one. They keep fighting till everyone's dead. I'm not sure where this metaphor is going. I just felt like it had to be said. There's a guy at that party who loves you. Something most of us only dream of. You go out there and you get some Ireland, the country of whiskey and love.
I hope you enjoyed this video all about reprises. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the Broadway Maven, and come join us for class. And answer this homework question in the comments below. What do you think is your favorite reprise, and why? Think specifically about how the reprise puts a new spin on the original song. I'll see you in class.
There's more Mateo at this Piano Talks playlist.